What is going on with Drake? I mean, what is going on, yo? Are we reduced to this now? We're suing record labels and affecting the way the whole battle rap or rap beefs and battles, disputes, however you want to call it. Is this the road where we're taking it now? Where people are, you lose a battle, you use all your resources available behind the scenes to do things, and now you're using your resources to sue your record label, the parent company, UMG, because of bot manipulation, streaming manipulation, allegedly with the bots. This is the music business, the show business. This stuff is not just happening in the bot world or the streaming era. It's been happening all over for years and years. But this is unprecedented. Once again, another member of the so-called Big Three makes an unprecedented move in suing a competitor, a fellow artist, a contemporary. Suing. Now he's trying to use, University Music Group. I got to get more breakdown because this is a complex situation. I mean, he's petitioning the court to try to get some type of information on all their books, basically to open their books up to see whatever he needs to see, his people needs to see. He's petitioning the court. He's petitioning the court for that information, which can lead to a boatload thing. Now he has a defamation of character lawsuit, I believe, is in the works. I think he filed that. So you got a lot of stuff going on, man. And I swear, when you have battles, you don't expect lawsuits. You expect records. You expect music. You expect, more bars, more punchlines, and but I guess this is a different era, and I guess Drake's brand is being affected, and I guess he's getting information from people. He's getting advice from people, and he's doing what he has to do to protect his brand. He is not. I mean, the bloom fell off the rose for Drake, and part of the reason is that Kendrick basically he just defeated him. Musically, his music was better to some, not all. But then Drake just seemed like instead of him kind of lay low, and not saying he had to lay low because he's, go about your work and just kind of absorb things and just come back better than ever. You coming back with lawsuits, you doing stuff behind the scenes, you're making odd videos about No Face and Kendrick's rebuttaling with Peekaboo. It's crazy out here in the streets, man. This is unprecedented, as I say. I need to know more details and facts, and I'm gathering up that information. It's just, I had to say something because it's just the nature of this, to stoop to this point, to get to this point, at the doorstep of petitioning the court to hand over the books of Universal on another artist and song, a diss track. And I mean, this is no longer a diss track. I mean, basically stopped being a diss track within the first maybe hour, 20, let's say. This went viral. This is something that people gathered. This was a rallying point song. This was a song that, for whatever reasons, people wanted to play it. But this was something that it was just a hot song. You know what I mean? It was the bounce. It was the music. It was just, it was just a moment. That's still going. Every time I hear that song, that song still rocks. It's still hard hitting every time. And this is just on the radio that I hear it. This is just boom. Every time I hear it, I'm so it's affecting Drake in a way that he thinks that he needs to go and seek legal measures to justify his claims that Universal Music Group and I guess Sony or whoever, mind you, he has a $400 million deal. Now, if Drake was a free agent, imagine how he can manipulate the market. Maybe he's trying to get out that deal. But I think they're just saying, look, man, you signed a deal. This is what you took. We got to do what we got to do to recoup it. It's part of the recouping. It's manipulating numbers. It's a dirty game. Q-Tip said it best. Rule 4,080. Rule 4,080. Record companies are shady. So I'm not saying Drake is wrong. I mean, as far as if he feels that kind of way, then, it's pure in his heart that he feels that. Then I just think it's a slippery slope. And I don't think rappers should go down. I think it should be settled, in the public. Now to go legally and going down that road, it just looks petty, to be honest. I mean, but if it affects you and your brand, and you think it's, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you that I just think he's just trying to get that record, get an injunction, cease and desist or whatever, to not have that record played at the Super Bowl. The views at the Super Bowl are huge. And you're fresh into the year, a month into the year, Super Bowl, biggest event of the year, arguably. And Kendrick comes out there and hit that Not Like Us. It's going to go crazy. You know it is. Drake know it is. The whole world know it is. It's going to go crazy if he hit that joint. I personally don't know if he's able to perform it, but why not bring him? Why? Has to already been discussed. I mean, the thought that he's picked as the Super Bowl host with that type of record, with those type of allegations, on one of the, arguably in history of the world, the biggest artist ever. So in a diss track. So Drake is wounded, to say the least. His pride is in shambles. He's, this look he had with the streaming guy in Canada or whatever, but he's talking about I'm intact. Like he's been shot up or something. Like I'm all intact. It's just the wordage and just the verbiage that he's using is just. Oh, is he just? This is a big act. Drake's an actor too. So is this just a big act? Are we being a rollout? Are we being just part of the? Are we all caught up in it? This is what he wants. You know what I mean? So everything is on the table at this moment. Drake might just be. Hey, he don't care about. It don't seem like Drake would be affected. As far as he's being roasted on the internet, and so like they said, from the beginning. All attention is good for publicity. No matter how the publicity is just going to be, like he needs it, but I'm just saying, it's publicity. Keeps his name up there. So it's just sad the way we have to use the legal system for, I'm not going to say frivolous, but just for stuff like this. Just stuff this type of, they don't have to go to courts, but they generally don't like each other. So, hey, do what you gotta do, Drake. Do you gotta do what you gotta do, OVO. Do what you gotta do. It's different. J. Cole, what he did. Now Drake going to the extent that he's going. It's crazy. It's different, man. That's part of your legacy too. You're never gonna escape this. It's gonna be a hard thing to to shake off. J. Cole, you already know you going through it. People don't, a lot of people don't rock with you no more. You know what I mean? I mean, not to say that you're a bad person and all that. They get all what you're saying, but people wanted that battle. And you're one of the culprits that kicked it off. First person shooter. You was talking kind of reckless. I guess you felt like you was in a position where you can just fire off one like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't gonna be any. Oh, you know what you was doing. I guess the public would feel like, oh, it was kind of, it wasn't really. Yeah, he said it, but it wasn't no big thing. That's just he playing on words. Yeah, but you dealing with a diabolical beast of a man and a mindset on that side out west. You know what I mean? And Kendrick is that guy, man. He will respond. He will respond. You know that. And you know how he can just basically just go crazy and spaz out in that response. So we'll see. You saw it. He's still slapping you around in this GNX album. He's slapping you around. He's talking to you too. He's letting it be known. You ain't just getting away with all that. You know what I mean? He holding you accountable as well. So that's it, man. The rap beef takes another turn and twist into the legalities of streaming manipulation via bots accusation, allegedly, that Drake is hurling towards Universal Music Group via Kendrick Lamar diss track, Not Like Us. It's crazy, but this is the times we're in. And hey, man, the man feels some kind of way. It's not what I would do, but I'm not him. Anyway, peace. One.